Hey guys, welcome back to Bonsai Crazy. How you all doing? Are you ready for me to mess this up? I am. I'm ready to mess it up. So, I think this tree is not ready, not quite ready to be designed yet. So, I'm going to take a few big decisions, get rid of a few big branches, get rid of all the crutch growth, open it up a little bit, and then I'm going to leave it to grow. Obviously, I'm going to need to get taper and all the rest of it. Some branches are ready to be divided into two, so I'll do that as well. But essentially, I can put the branches where I roughly want them to start growing, but then I need to cut the rest off, let it grow, and develop some taper in the trunk lines. I think I might have two or three trunk lines, possibly just one or two, but possibly 3 or 4 trunk lines. Not sure yet. It all depends on which way I go with it. But come on, let's mess this up, eh? So here we go, guys. This branch here, obviously it's just massive. It's got no ramification at all. But it has got this branch here and another little branch there. So if I was to cut to this branch under here, just there, then I can always cut back later, another time, but this can then be brought round. I think I might actually cut that back in there to that one, just to get rid of that little nodule, because I don't particularly like it. And then we can get that one away from there, and the one at the back just there we can get rid of, and then that can become, or will become, a branch later on. I've got this one coming through from the center, and I actually quite like that one, so because I can put it around here and form another branch around there. So I'm going to leave that one there. So now we've got all this other growth coming from here. First off, I'm going to get rid of that one there, and I'm just going to keep this one here. I'm going to go in there further and get rid of that, because that is essentially crotch growth. And I've got another one in there on the other branch, but just get in there and get rid of that one there. So there's that little tuft there that I'm going to keep. This one here. And this one here we're going to keep. And this one here. All right. So that was that branch there. I think that's still in a good position. I quite like it for now. Now this one obviously is just way too long. But I'm not going to cut it really short. I'm just going to come to this one here and that one there. Or actually I might go to these two here. Let's do that. Let's go to the longer one first, and just chop that there like that. That way we've got some, it's splitting into two, and any new growth we can sort out another time and get bud back and taper later on. So coming up from that branch, you've got a little bit of dead stuff there. Get that out. But we've got this one here. It's not really serving a purpose for the moment, so I'm just going to get rid of that, and it's sticking upwards. And the one next to it. So we've got some growth underneath. I'm just going to get rid of that. And then we've got that, but we've got this here, so I don't really need that there. So I'm just going to get rid of this too. And this one here. And then we've got some branches coming out the side. And that's perfect. That's a perfect little branch there. I can continue that branch. And I'll put some bends in it eventually as well. We have got a longer branch there coming out. Perhaps I should cut back to that one. Let's just leave it as it is for now. So then we've got this second branch here. Right, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this one back to that big branch here, because that's will give me taper. And a bit of bending, and plus it will keep it in line with these branches here, so quite short. So that's that one. Then this one, I'm going to come in and I'm going to bring it back to there, getting rid of any downward facing branches. That one can stay, and that one can stay. It's coming out from the top, so that can go. Too much too far in, so don't need it. And I don't need that one either. So as you can see, we're getting to see that trunk line a bit more now. We really can start playing about with things. Right, so that brings us to up here, up to the top. and there's really not a lot of growth on this side, as you can see there. I actually think I'm going to cut it all the way back to there, like so, and that gives me a couple of options. I'm just going to get rid of that middle one there. Downward facing ones and crotch growth again. Pick them off. I do think that this one here is going to end up being the main trunk. So I'm just going to clear the bottom because I want this to grow on. But I also want to see through the tree as well. So I'm just going to get rid of the crotch growth down here. And all inside there. Alright, so that one there, just going to get rid of that. Opens that up. Going to get rid of that one. The one growing downwards. One, two, three, four, five. And we're going to leave that one like that so that it can grow and we've got more options. More options another time. I'm going to get rid of that one. And then that one can grow up. So we've got two main stems now. That will create the top. Alright, so I swung the tree round. As you can see on this bit, I broke a branch yesterday. Not meaning to. But I've got this one here that's going to take over from it. And then we come to all this stuff here. And I just want to get rid of it all. Don't want none of this here. If anything does grow another time, then that's fine. But for now, I just don't want it there. There's just way too much of it, as you can see. Just going to take that off of there and then two off of there, and then we've got that one to take that place there. So that brings us to this branch here. I like that branch. I'm just going to let that run. And then we've got a lot of mess in there, so I'm just going to get rid of that bulk of mess. Or should I chop that? No, let's not chop that back to there. Let's get rid of that mess there. And then this one, I'm going to let run too. So there's 2 there, I'm going to let run. Okay. That one's that one for there. And then we've got this final branch up here. And I'm going to slip it back to there. And I'm going to snip this one back to there. There's no point in keeping it too long. Keep them all roughly the same size for now. So right guys, there we go. Here's my initial design of my Tanuki bonsai. Obviously this is not in the right position. It needs to be, the position needs sorting out. Obviously it still needs to grow, still needs to develop taper. But what I have done is set the structure and set the branches to roughly where I want them. That could all change in the future, but for now, obviously this is going to take a couple of years of good growth to get some thickness, to get some bud back, and then we can start the whole thing again, do another trim, and then eventually end up on my design. Now what I'm actually trying to do with this is I'm actually trying to make it look really good from all 4 sides. So if you put it on a turntable, you could just spin it around and it will look great from all 4 sides. Now that is a tall ask, but we've got two main trunks we can work to now, and create an interesting sort of pattern going up, and then we'll be able to develop our top canopy, and then develop our lower branches and our middle branches. Now most of these are full of lower branches, which is fine. Like I say, it's got a lot of growth to do and a lot of catching up to do, but for now I do think I'm going to call it a day. Also this one, this bit here, so it splits up and splits into 2 there. I'm not sure if I should keep this one. And I've had a good look, and I do think that I might break this off lower down here and just have the one thick one there. I think it will give it a bit more equilibrium and a bit more balance. But we've got, like I say, we've got years to go, so I'm going to leave it for now, let it rot naturally, and if it rots naturally and falls off, then that's great. But other than that, I think we're done. So I don't know whether I messed it up or not. You tell me. Did I mess it up? Have I gone wrong somewhere? Please leave a message in the description box if you think I've completely messed this up. That'd be great. Obviously it's got a few years to go, so I'm not too worried, and we can correct everything throughout the years. But for now, I'm going to say I'll see you later. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers guys. Ta-da.